Right then, Year 9, let us take this time to go through a bit about present participles. I am not expecting you to remember these particularly well because it was done in a little bit of a rush on your last day of the year. So this may be new to some of you if you weren't there. It may just be a case of revision and going into more depth with it for everybody else. So present participles then. These are formed from verbs, but they work like adjectives, and just like adjectives, they agree with the nouns that they describe in the case, number, and gender of the noun. Okay, present participles also are dead easy to translate because they just translate as ing. Alright, so let's see if you can spot which the participles are in these English sentences. The girl loved the singing boy. The boy, whispering, entered the room. The fleeing prisoner was scared. So, for your first one then, hopefully you realised that singing was the participle you were looking for. Next one, whispering. And finally, fleeing. So, present participles and how they look in Latin then. As you can see from these examples that I've put here, it's formed from part of a verb, okay, so for example, amo, amare, we've taken the re off and we have added on our ns ending to make it a participle. Docentes, that is teaching, and cantanti, that is singing, okay. Hopefully you've already noticed a bit of a pattern with how participles work, okay. You will either have this ns ending or this nt bit in the middle just before right at the end. So these present participles are formed of a verb and they've either got an ns ending or they've got nt and a bit on the end after that. This is how they fully decline, and I really don't expect you to know this off by heart, okay? It would only be A-level students that I would expect to be able to do this. The ones that you're really going to have to concentrate on making sure you can recognise are nominative and accusative, okay? Particularly masculine and feminine ones. So, present participles in a Latin sentence then. If you would like to have a go at translating these, I would suggest that you pause the video now as I read through them, and then I'll go through them just after that. So the first one then. Milites puerum in foro sedentem invenerunt. Okay. The next one, servus cibum domino expectanti portabat, and then finally, quis est miles ille in atrio stans. So our first one then. The soldiers found the boy sitting in the forum. So you can see that puerum and sedentem match in case, number and gender there. So the sedentem is describing the puerum. The slave was carrying the food to his waiting master. This one is a little bit more difficult, and you would have to scroll back to the endings to properly recognise that expectanti matches domino here. Who is that soldier standing in the forum? So miles ille, stans is nominative singular, so we know that stans goes with miles ille, that soldier. So in summary then, present participles translate as ing. They're formed of a verb plus either nes or that nt ending, and they work exactly like adjectives in that they match the noun they describe in case, number and gender.